I gave my son everything I owned. He threw me out like trash. Now, karma is tearing his world apart. For most of my life, I worked like a madman to build something that would outlive me. I started from nothing, just an idea, a borrowed sum of money, and a relentless hunger to succeed. I turned my small textile business into one of the largest fashion manufacturing empires in the country. From basement sketches to billboards in Times Square, I clawed my way up the capitalist mountain and became one of the nation's top milliners. But success, it makes you blind sometimes. It makes you think that the blood running through your child's veins is loyalty enough. My only son, Rohan, was raised with everything I never had. Private schools, chauffeurs, a credit card before he could legally drive. I told myself I was giving him the childhood I was denied. But in truth, I think I just wanted to be loved. By the time he turned 30, he barely respected me. But I still loved him. So when I got old, frail, and could no longer keep up with the company's pace, I signed it all over to him. Every share, every property, every account. No lawyers, no drama. Just a father passing on his legacy to his only son. Within weeks, he asked me to take a break from staying at the main house. He claimed it was just temporary. Renovations, he said. A lie. I knew it was a lie. But I left quietly with my wife of 40 years, Anjali. We moved into a one-bedroom apartment with stained walls and rusted pipes. Rent was high for the place it was, and our savings were just enough to cover rice, lentils, and cheap tea. I called Rohan twice in those first few months. No answer. One time I got a message back. Busy. We'll call later. He never did. Eventually, I went to court. I thought maybe I could fight to reclaim even a part of what I had handed over. But I was laughed out of the courtroom. You transferred everything willingly, the judge said. There's nothing we can do. I came back to that dingy flat, heartbroken. I couldn't meet Anjali's eyes. She never blamed me. But I could see it. The sadness, the disbelief, the quiet ache that her son had turned out this way. We had so little now. And the worst part was, he didn't even look back. But fate is funny. It doesn't forget. A year later, Rohan's wife, lavish, materialistic, the very kind of woman I always hoped he'd avoid, filed for divorce. She accused him of emotional neglect and demanded 70% of the estate. Apparently, she had secretly recorded years of verbal fights, financial arguments, and lifestyle clashes. She had everything she needed to tear him apart in court. The media picked it up like wildfire. Top fashion empire. Air-facing massive divorce settlement, the headlines screamed. I watched it all unfold from a 20-inch TV in our rented room, sipping watered-down tea while Anjali knitted socks for the winter. He showed up at our door once, eyes sunken, beard unkempt. He said nothing, just stood there for a while. I didn't invite him in, not because I hated him, I didn't. I pitied him. I still loved him, in the way an old scar still aches when it rains. But love doesn't mean you forget. I felt sorry for the boy I raised, but not for the man he became. He made his bed. And now, karma is tucking him in. Disclaimer. This story is inspired by true, real events, i.e., the story is lightly inspired by real events or news articles. In this story, no use of any real names, personal information, or anything specific tied to those events are used.